What is it with this show? Like, honestly. Ahoy land lovers, and welcome back to the channel. And yes, we are going to be talking about Book of Boba Fett once again. Episode 4. Just finished watching it. And like, what is it with this show? Honestly. First episode, bad. Second episode, I actually enjoyed. We got the moped gang on the third episode. This episode, I liked it. Like, there's no consistency. Like, it's I don't know. What is going on? Disney, like, get your thing together. Get your stuff together. Like, it can't be this roller coaster ride, okay? You can't do this. Because, like, you're going to lose people. You've lost people. You've lost fans. You've lost potential new fans. Because, like, when you get out an episode like last week's, and then the week before it was a good episode, in my humble opinion, it was a good episode. Last week's episode was trash, and this week's episode, it's good again. Like, get your act together, please. Either give us a good show or give us a shit show. Like, it can't be. Like, I'm going crazy with this show. I'm literally going crazy with this show. Okay, this episode was good. I liked it. We got a good amount of backstory. It was interesting. It was different. We saw Boba Fett being a badass. Like, he wiped out the biker gang. Doesn't really care. Boom, you screwed me over, you're dead. Okay. We see him be manipulative. Okay. So when he says he wants to rule with respect, we find out why. We find out what his respect actually is. No spoilers. I'm not going to spoil it for you. Okay. But I'm just crazy. I'm just going crazy with this episode. Honestly, I am going crazy with this episode. We see how he meets up with Fennec. We see how they get together. But we get to see how he's not only a badass, manipulative, but why he's doing it. Right? The time he spent with the Tuscans, they changed him. The ruthlessness is still there. He's a bit changed. He's a different man. But he's still bad. We get to see the other Wookiee, Cranston, I think his name. Cranston, something like that. I still can't get his name down. Like, come on. I'm old, okay? I'm old. I can't get new stuff. And we find out what his main objective is, which is, of course, like going to war, like on the turf war that's approaching. But I liked it. I enjoyed the episode. Of course, it was written by Jon Favreau. That could be why it's a good episode. Right? We get to see a bit of the cybernetic kids again, you know, with some different mopeds, which is always funny. You know, you need a bit of humor. You need something to make fun of, right? And I guess it's the moped gang. But yeah, we get to see his interaction with the Rancor from last week. See how he's going to use that. All in all, good episode. Please work on Disney. Please work on your fight scenes. Please, like, no, the fight scenes. This week's fight scene is just a little bit under last week's chase scene. Oh, we do have a little chase scene with Boba Fett and this droid. It's a Disney chase scene. So if you saw last week's episode and you saw that chase scene, this is the same thing but in a smaller scale. The fights need to, like, the action scenes need to be a bit more polished, in my opinion. The train heist episode, that action scene was really good. Really good, the second episode. This week's action scene, not too good. Wasn't as bad as the chase scene last week, but it wasn't like Disney. It wasn't Star Wars. It wasn't like up there. It was mediocre. Like, there's something about it. I don't know. There's something I can't put my finger on it. I think it's more about the production value, production-wise of the show. I don't know. Probably haven't got enough money. Yeah, there's something about the show that's off-putting, especially in the action scene department and the like, where it's supposed to be more like high leveled and high octane. It's a bit lackluster. But all in all, I did enjoy the episode. It was a fun episode. It was an interesting episode. For me, that takes a whole step further, because it was interesting. 47 minutes of episode and it flew by. And if it flies by, that's because it's good. If you start watching the episode and it's at the end of the episode and you didn't notice the episode go by, it's because it was a good episode. This episode was good. I enjoyed it. It was interesting. It was different. Not a lot of action, but you don't need always a lot of action. But mainly, we got to delve into a little bit of Boba Fett's mindset. And for me, it was good. I enjoyed it. Now, Disney, keep this up, okay? Keep this up. This was good. Don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell to be notified, Oh, and you got some links down below if you want to check me out on Twitch, Twitter, and if you want to help support the channel, there's some links there also, okay? Thank you. Now, after this good episode, get off my ship.